Hi. This is actually coming after the clip that you are about to see because I accidentally deleted my intro. So I'm vlogging my whole progress of developmental edits, and you're about to get a big chunk of B-roll, and then I'll come back and do a vloggy bit. So you're welcome. Hello, everybody. Let me sit down. Hi. I just got back from taking my kiddo to school, and I think I'm going to hop in the shower because I slept too late this morning and could not do it this morning, and get myself some more coffee and maybe actual breakfast, and then I will be able to get to work. So, not taking you with me, but I will turn the camera back on after, once I'm dressed again. So, see you in a few minutes. Hello. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2025, and yesterday I started getting back into developmental edits. So I was just messaging my friend Jace, who has been my developmental editor. He did a fantastic job helping me with this, and now we're working on the sequel. So I thought, as an accountability thing, that I would vlog this process. Going to be a lot of time-lapse B-roll with music over it because I don't want to give anything away. So I am just gonna reapply my makeup. I've just been wearing like a pop of red lipstick for like the past week. And I mean, with the pearls, it's a power combo, I think. And I got a really cute top on today. I don't know, I was feeling cute. I just took a shower, which is why I also look like a drowned rat. But nothing a comb can't remedy. Oh, hey, here's my comb. So while I am getting myself less looking like a drowned rat, I'll give you an update of what's been going on. January was hell. Started the month off with 2 out of 3 people in this house sick, and the third praying to every being that will listen that she also does not get sick while taking care of the other 2. And let's say the universe was good to me. I did not get sick. I maybe had some allergy sniffles here and there, but nothing on the level that my kid had. Thankfully, I did not catch pink eye from her, and I also did not get the horrendous head cold from my husband or anything worse from anywhere else I have to go on a daily basis. But you can bet that I was masking like crazy at work because there was an uptick of respiratory illnesses there. So that was fun. But we're over it. And my husband and I are planning a little getaway in a couple of weeks. One of the things I got to do is work on my credit card ledger thing. So I'm gonna pull that up real quick while I'm finishing my pampering. I wanted to get up and take a shower this morning, but that would have meant getting up at like 4:30 in the morning. And no, I was up till midnight last night. I wanted to get a little extra sleep. And that extra hour of sleeping until 5:30 makes a difference in me being like how functional I am and how much of a bitch I am. I'm gonna be real. It's like, I don't get my sleep. I am not a nice person. I just, I needed that extra sleep. But this also allowed me to not worry about waking up Peanut too early, because our pipes are creaky and I had to turn on and turn off the water multiple times in order to get the creaking sound to not creak. So once I did stop the pipes, once the water could run without the pipes creaking and sound like a Wookiee war cry, I could trying to factor in things, and I would like to have spending money, and I was debating whether or not I wanted to keep it on my credit card or have cash. And I think it might be better to have to just cash my next 2 paychecks for this trip. We're just taking a weekend, driving up to Sandusky, got a hotel, just he and I, and then a date night with my best friend and her husband after she and I go fabric shopping. I want to go fabric shopping. I bought a pattern for a corset. I want to make 2 of them for Michigan Ren Fair, and just for my Ren Fair garb in general. So there might be also a sewing vlog coming at some point. You shall see. Oh, I did want to look at this too, because I wanted to see when I had planned to buy my ISBNs. That is also important. Okay, so that was in beginning of May. End of April, beginning of May. Alright, I can do that. I'm hoping I'm right for the tickets for the Michigan Ren Fair. Are they even selling tickets yet? No, they still have 2024 up. Oh, there's a weekend. Oh, sweet. Okay, so the weekend pass is $35. So 2 of those for me and Joe would be $70. And I'm gonna guess there might be an extra Okay, wait. I need a pen and paper. Okay. So, weekend 35, general admission, we'll say 20. Here, we'll bump it up to 40 in my estimations because it might go up this year. Who knows? I don't know. And then let's say the ball is 80, because let's do 100. Let's say it's 100. So that's 160 times 2. Oh, that's a bit more than I was originally thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna budget for 350. For tickets. Okay. That's okay. That's a bit more than I was planning on spending. That's okay. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I just need to be a stingy bitch. Also, I have Ko-fi and books for sale. But on my own, I have to be a stingy bitch. Anyway, let me get to work. I have my printout here. I have my notebook. I gotta look over my notes to see what Jason and I can talk about. And yeah, so. The rest of this will probably be time-lapsed with music as I am talking very animatedly and doing things, and yeah, so. And then I will check in with the commentary update after I get back in the car to go get the squirt. Hello. It's about 2:35. I'm in the drop-off line to pick up my kid. She's got about 10 minutes before she comes out. Like my hat. My friend Gloria made it. She's amazing. I'll link her channel below. So I had a 2-hour conversation with my editor friend. And like I said, we talked for like 2 hours. And then now I want to write really, really bad. And I'm kind of bummed in a way. This is going to sound terrible. Kind of bummed that I'm going to my mom's to visit tonight after I get the peanut, because I want to go home and write. I want to write so bad. But even though I have my notebook with me, my mom hates when, like, I've got my nose to my phone. Understandably so. But yeah, so I can't like work while I'm visiting. I could try to maybe get away with handwriting it, but that's gonna do murder on my joints, on my fingers. And the other conundrum I'm having is figuring out still what's going on with my laptop, because it hasn't been able to connect to my other monitor. Like, it's just not reading it at all. Like, this monitor is invisible. Does not compute, for lack of better phrasing. And I don't know, I even went out and bought like a brand new power cord, HDMI cord, to plug this thing in, and it's not connected to the laptop. So I reached out to my best friend's husband, and I'm like, hey, what do we have to do to remedy this? Because it's driving me nuts. So I can bring my laptop to your house and you can take a look at it, plug it into other things. Maybe it's maybe the port's bad. I don't know. Or you can come to my house and like look at it there. Maybe the monitor's gone bad. I don't know. And then the conundrum of my husband and I are going away in like 2 weeks. We're taking a weekend together. And we're going up to where my best friend lives, and we're going to spend the weekend out there. I got a hotel room, and we're just going to have like a weekend long couple time, and we'll take some time. Like, me and Bestie are going to do some stuff, and him and Bestie's husband can go do stuff, and then we'll have like a fancy date or something like that. Like, it'll be fun. But also, at the same time, I could remedy my computer issues by using that money to fix up the computer tower that another friend gave me last summer. However, marital happiness is currently taking priority. But I still have that, like, you could solve your problems, you know, in the back of my head. Like, I could, but also date and fabric shopping, because I need garb for Ren Fair. And I want to make a corset. So, date and fabric shopping. It's like, what do I do? So I have to find another solution for my computer woes. And like, I went over my budget today, went over my credit card stuff, and I'm still on track to do the tower fix in May, for my birthday, as long as things don't drastically go up in price. We shall see what happens. I kind of have a general figure in mind. If I have to figure out how to put more money towards the credit card, I guess I have no choice. But just like having all these computer problems is so frustrating. And fixing the computer tower isn't even going to be a permanent fix, because it's a used computer tower. And yes, it still works good. Yes, it's good quality gaming computer that I just need to, it was recommended that I get like a bigger memory and a different kind of hard drive to help with the overheating issue that it has. But that's temporary. Technology is forever changing. And so my ideal fix is a custom desktop computer. However, that will cost a significantly larger chunk of change, which I'm working towards, but also travel. You see my conundrum. I cannot do both. At least not with my current financial situation. I'll figure it out somehow. Hey John, though, I have a Ko-fi and I have books for sale. But anyway, she should be out in a couple of minutes. And I don't want to look like a weirdo talking to myself like I've been for the past 7.5 minutes. So, more tomorrow. Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, the 5th of February, and I am on my way to get my middle. I did not record a video of my chat with Jace today, and I wish I had, because the laughs that we had were just, and it was partly because he had planted some nightmare fuel in my brain that I cannot repeat, but it was just too funny. And I'm waiting to talk to my other friends to share it, because oh my god. So we got through chapters 5 through 8 today, and we're gonna go back a little bit tomorrow and flesh things out with 2 particular parts, one in chapter 5 and one in chapter 8, and then we can move forward with the rest of the story. But we talked a lot. We expanded a couple of scenes and character dynamics, and incorporated a few things that might piss people off, but it's my story and I like the direction that it's going. So we didn't talk as long as we did yesterday. We talked for maybe an hour, but I got on a little late, and then we had a little bit of a sluggish start trying to get both our brains going, and then he had to go do stuff. So, and then we ended the call with we were gonna touch base tomorrow and finish those 2 parts that we wanted to expand. And then I did some tidying and watched a lot of YouTube, and now I'm on my way to pick up kiddo. And then the plan after I get home from picking up kiddo is I already set out her clothes for after school, because she wears a uniform and I don't want her to get her clothes messed up. So I set out clothes, she changes into her play clothes, and then we work on any homework that she has, and then she needs a little extra practice with her handwriting. So she has this freaking stack of preschool and kindergarten workbooks that she has never touched, and not for lack of trying, but so I said, every day now you're gonna sit, I would like you to sit and do a couple of pages of these workbooks to get some extra practice, because we were working on homework this morning, and I don't know, I mean, it absolutely could be that she was tired, but some of the things that she was trying to write, she was struggling with, and so I'm like, okay, we should be practicing a little bit more. So I got out a couple of her workbooks and I set them on the dining room table and I sharpened a whole bunch of pencils and I said, okay, we're going to sit here every morning and we're going to work on this until it's time for me to make dinner. And while she's working on her workbooks, I pulled out my tablet and I made sure it charged, and I'm going to sit right across from her and I'll have my headphones in and we can work, or maybe I'll have the music playing so she can hear. I haven't decided yet, but because I usually listen to instrumental bardcore. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. When I'm writing, I like to listen to instrumental bardcore, and that's what I was listening to during mine and Jason's chat today. So we can have, like, I set up a little workspace before I left, and so we can sit there, and it'll only be like maybe an hour and a half. And I'm not going to make her sit still for an hour and a half. You can't make a 6-year-old sit still for an hour and a half. That's so hard to do. So, like, she could do a page and, like, get up and get her wiggles out. And then sit down and do another page. And then get up and get her wiggles out. Like, whatever it takes to get her some extra practice. And then also I get some work done. And yeah, and then we'll have dinner tonight. And then hubby and I have to talk about our baking stuff. And then Wednesdays, I don't usually hang out with my friends. I might join a writing stream depending on how much I get done with working with Peanut. Or I might game. I don't know. I haven't decided. And then tomorrow we'll have that, new day, new school day. I'll take the kiddo to school, and Jason and I will have another chat. We'll work out the 2 parts that need to be fleshed out some more, because you can only, I didn't put a whole lot of detail into the outline, but I probably should. I hope I can get some writing done, because I can feel like my brain getting tired. But I've been doing so good this week. Like, the momentum I've been having has been so good, and I want to keep it going. It's also wearing me down, because this is like the first time in a long time that I have been consistently buckling down and trying to focus on this project again, and I'm not used to it. Like, we just kind of like, hey, I'm starting to feel good, dive headlong in, and kind of don't know how to handle it. I also need to start compiling this blog together, because it'd be nice to post it eventually. I don't know how many days I will put together, because this will be a series of vlogs, unless you guys want a 4-hour video, which I doubt. I don't know what else to say. I think I've said my piece and given an explanation of what's going on, and so now I can go back home. Once I get my kiddo, go back home. I've got a podcast pulled up to listen to in the pickup line. I have been listening to the Right Now podcast. I'll link the show in the description. There's a YouTube channel, and also I listen on Spotify, but I think she's still on Apple as well. The host's name is Sarah Warner. And she is actually a childhood friend of mine. We went to grade school together, and she is a lovely lady. So shout out to her, because she dropped an episode on Monday, and I have been a bad friend and I haven't listened to it yet until now. So I'm going to go listen to lovely Miss Sarah, and talk to you later. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It's about 10 minutes to 6. I got up surprisingly well. I was already up when my husband called me this morning to do my little wake-up call. Because, you know, I have this tendency of going to bed really, really, really late, and then I get up really, really, really early. And sometimes I'm a little too tired to function, and I don't always hear my alarm. So this morning I was already kind of awake because I had a dream that might turn into a story idea about a character that Jason and I decided is going to get a sort of a reformation arc instead of just consistently being a little bitch. Then we'll have a little like enemies to friends thing going on, maybe. So that'll be fun. But like, this character who's gonna go through this arc has an instance with a family member who is truly awful. Like stereotypical evil stepmother, who also happens to be a boy mom. And the boy in question is a incel in training at best, serial killer at worst. But more glimpses of that in the third one, when we get to that point. But like, it was really like, so she gets into this argument with her stepmom, and she has like no place to go. She's not, she doesn't have a place of her own right now, even though her family is well-to-do, but her father keeps the family on a leash. And the one place that she always had to escape, somebody else has moved into. So she ends up in another part of the grounds of the house near her former sanctuary, and just kind of curls up in a chair and cries. And then she feels a hand on her shoulder, and not even caring, just kind of curls into it and starts to sob. And that's when I woke up, and I'm getting choked up thinking about it now. So it'll be interesting when she gets all of her emotions out, which she's not allowed to do. Like I said, Daddy keeps everyone on a leash. It's very upset about people showing human emotion, unless it's to laugh at other unfortunate people. And so I definitely had to get up and prep my coffee, and I'm about to go get Peanut up, because while she's having breakfast, I want to make notes on this before it leaves my brain. So, yeah. Hi again. So, as I was in the process of waking up my daughter, I got a call from her school saying they're having a snow day. So that has completely flipped around my life. But that's okay. We'll find a workaround. And I'm still gonna get my work done. I gotta make my notes on that dream that I had. And then I think I'm gonna take a shower because that really energized me on Tuesday, and I was able to jump into this project, and then I can get some more stuff done. So I'm setting up all of my tabs with my Google Docs, and I usually have like YouTube and Twitch open, and Spotify, because I think part of what's been getting my brain going is having my music on, and like during our video calls, because he can't hear the music when I'm talking with Jace. He can't hear the music, which is fine, but I can hear it, and then I can just have it on and jump it back into writing when we end the call. So yeah. And I wrote the prologue yesterday. I rewrote the prologue, and it ended up being half the word count that it was previously, but I'm okay with it. You don't need a long prologue, and some people are going to skip over it anyway. So, oh, and getting this vlog together, that's an important thing I need to do too. So another tab and my editing software. Okay, I'm off to get work done. Peanut, can I use your pink comb from the bathroom, please? You get it for me, please. Thank you. Oh.
Here's the pink comb.
Thank you. I found mine, but this is better for wet hair. Thank you, dear. It was under a white envelope. So anyway, so I was out and about on Tuesday, and before I picked up my kiddo, I had to run to the bank, deposit my husband's paycheck, and I was texting Jace because tomorrow we're not going to meet up. I am going out to where my best friend lives. We're going to finish watching Agatha All Along, and hopefully her husband can take a look at my laptop and figure out why it's not connecting to my other monitor. And he responded with, well, in this case, you're my boss, so you're basically telling me I might have a day off. And I'm like, if that's how you want to think about it, that's cool. And then I had like a moment of panic because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be a boss. I don't want to be the boss. I don't like being in charge. But then the more I thought about it, and a lot of the writers that I follow that are like hugely successful talk about having that like realization that you run a business. You're writing and everything that goes into it to create the book, from initial story idea down to release and all of the promo you do to keep sales coming in. If you come out with merch and stuff like that, that's all a business. So you are the boss of your own business. And if you are successful enough, you are able to hire help to keep that going. And I'm like, would that really be so bad? Like working for myself? Like, yes, I have to have other people helping me to make sure that I don't fall into my scatterbrainness of the undiagnosed ADHD, and like stay on track and make sure I get things done. I rely heavily on my accountability buddies. That is part of the reason that I'm doing this vlog, right? Well, then also was thinking about how I've been making an extra effort to like actually get up and get dressed and look nice every day, like I'm going to work. So I put on my pearls and I put on my red lipstick for more reasons than one with the red lately, but just look up like the reason people are wearing red lipstick and the history behind it is fascinating. And appropriate given the times that we are currently in. I think part of that process has been helping me get excited to come to work today and every day this week. And so even though I'm a little thrown off today because Peanut is having a snow day, I'm still here at my desk. Probably around 9:30 I will start the video call with Jace. And I don't have to, like, I could take the extra time this morning and take a shower and like enjoy my coffee instead of chugging it down. And I'm about to go make myself a fresh pot, like, still, and get my thoughts out and actually like do my work. And seeing things start to come together, and like how I was able to sit at the dining room table with my kiddo last night while she was working on her homework and I wrote my prologue. And it's little steps and that I've been able to successfully weave into and in between my other obligations, and it's been feeling really good. And so yeah, it's something as simple as picking out a top and cute pair of jeans. When the weather finally gets warm again, I'm going to be wearing skirts and dresses like crazy because I actually have been more comfortable in skirts and dresses. Probably partly because of my health problems. A little less restricting when the inflammation is particularly bad. But yeah, so yeah, like just, and it might even get me to get up a little bit earlier for like the rest of the school year, just to give myself even another 15 minutes to take my time in the morning and kind of wake up before I jump into mom mode and then kind of then shift into work mode. And yeah, I don't know if any of that made sense, but that was just a thought that came to my mind. So I wrote down the story idea from the dream that I had this morning, and I'm gonna work on some video editing now. I'll have my video call with Jace, and yeah. Okay, this is the second time I'm recording this update because for some reason my editing software does not want to accept the footage that I recorded previously. So it's about 11:30. Jace and I did not end up meeting. There was a bit of a miscommunication. I did not do my part in expanding the outline. Like, I thought we were going to do it together. He thought I was going to do it on my own and he would give feedback. So miscommunication, it happens. It's cool. Also, he said he was mentally tapped out. Like, his well was empty and he did not want to, he had other things that he had to take care of today. So it's like, okay, you know what? Peanut's home. She's just going to be distracting me. So I've been mostly focusing on this vlog, and this will probably be my closing clip because it's over an hour long as of right now. I'm gonna trim a little bit down, try and get it under an hour. But I talked a lot. I did a lot of updates. But I haven't done a vlog in so long. So, I'm gonna try and do things in like more manageable chunks in future. I've just had a lot to say because we were doing so good this week, and I don't want that momentum to end, even though my brain is also kind of fried. So yeah, this is the closing clip for the vlog. I'll get this edited and scheduled to go live, and then I will have more for you guys in the future. I think I'm gonna call this like path to published, like with the book. And that's what I put my named my notebook that I was that I made like a bullet journal. And so yeah, I'm gonna try, keyword try, to document my progress from right now, going through developmental edits, all the way through to release date, whenever that may be. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you continue to stay tuned. Bye.